Good evening, everybody. It is Meteorologist and Weather Forecast, and welcome back to another tropical update, guys. This is going to be an update now on Tropical Storm Barry, as it is looking like it's going to get to depression very soon. Guys, so welcome back to another triple upload. This is going to be my final upload today. So this is my third and final upload for today. This is my second day in a row for doing triple uploads. I really hope you guys like this. The main purpose of doing the triple uploads is for you guys get a lot of updates, because it does update very soon. So I want to at least have 3 videos out for you guys to watch, for you guys to have new updates, because I know the news don't go on 24/7. So that for those people who don't have power can watch these videos, as the news you won't be able to. So guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. And also, if you guys want to know all the new updates on Tropical Storm Barry, we do have some small little updates on the tracks. We have some new updates on power outages, so if you want to know if they're heading your way. Also, if you guys want to know if you're going to have possibly impact with Barry, if you're even going to get impacted, or what time. And yeah, so guys, stay updated. And yeah. Alright, everybody, as you can tell, we are going to be looking at the National Weather Service. So we do not have hurricane warnings out anymore. So that is a good thing, that we do not have hurricane warnings out. So that is good, and we do still have storm surge warnings, because we still have up to 10 more inches to come to rain, and then we're still having those wind issues. So that will really cause those winds to get up. But we do have storm surge warnings in effect again for. Now we do have some storm surge warnings in effect for Gulfport now. We did get that new update. So if you're in Gulfport now, you do have a storm surge warning. And then we do have storm surge watches. It's still in effect for areas in southeastern Louisiana. And then in the very light green, we do have flood warnings. So that's where we can actually have a lot of rain very soon, but not necessarily to have like a flash flood warning yet. But we do have some flash flood warnings in effect for the Mobile area. That's where we do have flash flood warnings. And then we do have tropical storm warnings again in effect for New Orleans, and for the Baton Rouge area, and for the most southern part of Mississippi. And then the green, we do have those flash flood watches again. Now it's going all the way up to the Mississippi River. So every hour or so, these flash flood watches do go up more to the north, because again, we are going to have it's about Barry's about in this little circle right here. It's about right here. So again, it's starting to move a bit faster than, but yeah. So now we're going to be looking at Barry in the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook. So you can tell the eye is mostly into the south central part of Louisiana. It is now moving at a maximum sustained wind at 55 knots. So again, it is getting a lot disorganized, and it is going back to tropical storm, like we said. It's going to be the winds are going to be decreasing from now on. It's going to maximum is 65 miles per hour. So yeah, it did decrease 10 miles per hour, because category 1 was 75. So it has actually gone a lot weaker, a lot faster, and at 997 millibars. So that is showing you it's getting a lot more disorganized. And then it is moving at 7 miles per hour, so it is moving a bit faster. I know 2 miles per hour isn't a big deal, but it is still moving a bit faster than usual. Now we're actually going to be looking at the satellite imagery here. As you can tell, we do have the center right here. You see you can actually see the eye, or where the eye would have been is right here. We do have a lot of clouds coming in now. We are having some clouds in Shreveport. Look at Mississippi. It is so very cloudy there. I'm actually getting impacted right now by some thunderstorms, which was part of Barry. It's really weird to think about that. It's going all the way to Georgia. But guys, I'm having some rain bands that are coming from actually coming from Barry. We have a lot of bands coming towards our way. So yeah, that can even bring some flooding here. But again, we do have a lot of vorticity. We have these clouds going like this, so that is a sign that it is getting a lot more organized. And we actually have a lot of vorticity here too. And then the cloud cover is actually going all the way to Houston too, guys. So yeah, that's what the satellite imagery is. And this is going to be my last update again today, because it's going to go from now on to depression. I will expect one video on this tomorrow, and I might have a double upload on possibly if there's severe weather. As you can tell, now we're going to be looking at, we do have some new updates now. We do not have tropical storm watches now in effect for Gulfport, and we do not have hurricane warnings, and we do not have hurricane watches. So that is a very good thing. The only thing we have is tropical storm warnings. That's all we have right now. And then again, we have storm surge warnings, but that's not it here. That is still for New Orleans all the way for the Morgan City area next to the area. for the much southern part of Louisiana, for the most southern coast there. And then we do have the blob of tropical storm force winds going back into the ocean now. That's the current wind. So it was actually up to here earlier today, like this. But again, it is getting weaker, so we are having only for the areas in the back of the storm where we do have still some very strong winds. It is still in the ocean, the back part of the storm. So that's why we're just going to have in the southern part right now. So that's where we only have up to 39 miles per hour. More than that, that's the only place. And then by 4 p.m. it was right here, so it has not moved a lot. It's probably most likely right here. And by 1 p.m. tomorrow, it is going to become a depression. So again, it's not going to be a big deal tomorrow. And then it's still going to be a depression now by guarding to Little Rock. And then it should be a subtropical depression as it gets close to St. Louis on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, you guys can expect some windy conditions and possible rain showers. So now we're going to be looking at the model track guidance. It is finally for once showing all the models for at least some for the same area. It would have been helpful if they did this when it was actually before landfall, but it is looking like it's gonna go to the east of Shreveport. So it looks like it's gonna miss all the major cities. It's gonna miss Shreveport. It's gonna miss Alexandria. It's gonna miss Baton Rouge, and it miss New Orleans. So the big major cities did miss, or it did basically block the bullet, basically. So it's going to go through Little Rock. So now there's bigger chances of going through Little Rock now and less chances of Oklahoma. Then it could go through St. Louis, could go through Aurora, Illinois. It could go through Indianapolis, and it could go through either Cleveland or also possibly Cincinnati, or possibly for the for parts of Central Ohio, Columbus area, and then it could look like it could either hit Erie. It's most definitely looking like it's going to get the northeast. At first, it looked like it was going to come right here to the Midwest, but now it's looking like it's going to the northeast and potentially affect all the way to Rhode Island. And it's going to possibly go all the way to the Boston area, New York City area, or the Pittsburgh area. So that is the track. So now we're going to be looking at the intensity guidance. So now this is the most updated it is. One model does show it going back to category 1, which is it's just not possible because it's inland. It's not going to get stronger. But as you can tell, here it is at 60 knots, and it's just going to be going down really, really fast. By the next 12 hours, it could be already at 50 knots there, and then again by the next 24 hours, it should be again a depression. Because look at these malls, they're just going straight down, like just straight down there. It's like basically a 180-degree angle, just how highly it is, just going right down. That's what land can do. And then it should go down either next 24 hours or 36 hours. So in between then, and then it could, by the time it gets to the next 84 hours, it's subtropical depression. So you guys don't have to worry about if you live in St. Louis or Chicago, if you're going to get hit by a tropical storm or depression. It's just subtropical depression. So guys, as we can tell, the rainfall totals are going down. That's because it is moving north, and it's always going to get the chances are always going to get smaller the more it goes away. And it looks like we're obviously going to have higher chances now moving to the north for the next couple of days because it's going to be getting closer there. But as you can tell, the 6 to 10 inches is covering a lot of the Mississippi River, just a lot of it. And it's going to be, so now, good thing is only 2 to 4 inches predicted for New Orleans now, additionally. And then we could have 6 to 10 inches for Memphis, 6 to 10 inches for Alexandria and Baton Rouge. So that's really bad, though. We can have 10 plus inches less for Baton Rouge. And then we could have 4 to 6 inches less for Jackson area, less for the Little Rock area, and for the northwestern part of Tennessee. And then we could have 10 to 15 inches there for the near that St. Myers area. I believe it's St. Myers County. Let me check. I believe it was St. Myers. Here, you guys are gonna see right now quickly because I was done with that anyways. But here we have a lot more power outages to come. I did say because it is still moving through a lot of Louisiana, and now it's moving towards the central part now. So out of 2 million people tracked. Customers tracked, 125,000 people are without power. Let me see if I can actually find it. It is St. Mary, sorry, not St. Myers. That's a city in Florida. So out of 19,000 people in St. Mary, almost 17,000 people are without power. That's awfully close to 100% there. And then for the next county, we do have Iberia. We do have 34,000 people trapped and 23,000 people without power. So as you can tell, we're gonna have a lot more people out here. And then look, we have even 1,000 people or 2,000 people out there for northern part. Not a lot of people, with only like 12 people out near the New Orleans area without power. It's looking like the bullseye for the power outages was right here. Or that's very bad colored, choose for black. It's going to be right here where we can expect the worst of it right now, and then later on today should be closer to right here. So again, we did have a lot of people without power. So that's that. So now we're going to be looking at the radar really quickly. So as you can tell, this is where it is looking like. Let me see if this is actually updated, if this is what it's looking like right now. Okay, so this is what it's looking like based on this. This was just a couple hours ago. Oh, that's not going to work. Let me change colors again. So you can tell we are really oops, why isn't that color changing? So we are going to have a lot of that rain right there for the southern part of Louisiana. So let me just scooch up a little bit. So as you can tell, we are going to have that huge amount of rain there again for the St. Mary area and the coastal areas in Morgan City. And then it's going to be moving a lot more north, bringing a lot of rain from the Baton Rouge area to the Alexandria area, moving towards the Little Rock area by tomorrow. Could bring extremely heavy rain now, heading towards the Memphis area and then towards the St. Louis area, and they can bring some scatter bands out there once it gets to the Midwest areas. Then we're quickly just going to be looking at the ones that goes more farther. For you guys to know, it is going to be zoomed out for you guys can tell where it is. So it's going to be moving up to it's going to bring in a lot of heavy rain there as it goes into the northeast, into the Ohio Valley. And then we can actually have a lot of rain start to move into the southeast here. We're going to have a lot of moisture into the southeast now for the coming days after this, because it's going to bring in some flooding issues for the southeast too. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and also share this to people who you think are in the path or think that need to watch this more closely. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.